Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
Good evening. Yeah. So we'll see the answers to the first 10 questions. Yeah, what is the 11th term of this AP? What is the common difference of this AP, children? What's the common difference? Quick, you've already worked it.
A plus X. A plus X, ma'am.
A plus X. Okay. And the 11th term?
15A 9X.
15A minus
Plus 9X.
X. Huh?
No, ma'am. Plus 9X.
Oh, 15A plus 9X. 15A plus 9X. Okay. Okay. Very good. Correct. The common difference is? The common difference is A plus X. And the 11th term is 15A plus 9X. I have used a capital A here because we have the small letter A in the progression. So I've used a capital letter A here. So first term A, second term A plus D, third term A plus 2D. Common difference is small letter D. But just for the first term, I've used a capital A because we have the small letter A here in the expressions in the progression. So common difference is A plus X, and the 11th term is 15A plus 9X, correct? Yeah, tell me the two equations.
2A plus 2A plus 12D equals 72. 2A plus 17D equals 97.
Oh yeah, you're too fast. 2A plus
12D equals 72.
okay.
2A plus 17D equals 97.
96. Okay, 2A 12. 90?
7, ma'am.
7. Okay. 2A 12D 72, correct? And 2A 17D 97. Perfect. Very good. So the sum of the fifth and the ninth terms. See the sum of the fifth term and the ninth term. Sum of the fifth term, A5, and the ninth term, A9, is 72. Is 72. So this is the equation. A5 plus A9 is equal to 72. A5 is A plus 4D, and A9 is A plus 8D, is equal to 72. So we get an equation from this. 2A plus 12D is equal to 72. So normally when, there's something common, we divide the equation by that common factor. So you can actually divide by 2 throughout. So you will get A plus 60 is equal to 36. I've written that and striked it out because we normally do this. But you can see the second equation is also 2A plus 17D is equal to 97. So you want to go with the first equation which has 2A in it. So we are not using this. See, normally when you can divide the equation throughout by a common factor, we do that, right? So here you can divide by 2 throughout. So you get this equation A plus 60 is equal to 36. So you might have written that. Then when you work the second one, what's the second one? The sum of the 7th and the 12th terms is 97. So the sum of the 7th term and the 12th term is 97. So A plus 60 plus A plus 11D. A7 is A plus 60. A12 is A plus 11D is equal to 97. So this gives 2A plus 17D is equal to 97. Now you cannot divide this equation by 2 throughout. Okay. So this equation is 2A plus 17D is equal to 97. So here we'll go with this one, 2a plus 12d is equal to 72. So I'm not saying you also write this and strike it out. I'm only trying to say that suppose you've written this, ignore this and use this equation is what I'm trying to say. So write the two equations, one below the other, this one and this one, write them one below the other. Change the signs throughout in the second equation. The 2a minus 2a gets cancelled. Minus 5d is equal to minus 25. So minus gets cancelled on both the sides. D is equal to 5. Substitute D5 in one of the equations. You get A6. So the AP is 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 6, the first term 6. The second term 6 plus 5, 11. Third term 11 plus 5, 16. 16 plus 5, 21, and so on. Yeah. The eighth term from the end is? How many terms does this AP have?
23, ma'am.
23. Okay. So 23. So which is the eighth term from the end?
16.
That is the eighth term from the end is which term from the beginning? That's my question. The eighth term from the end is which term from the beginning? N is 23, right?
Ma'am, 15th term.
Ma'am,
16th
A15.
term.
Ma'am, A15.
Okay. No, is N 23?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the eighth term from the end. So 23 minus, you should not do 8. Not 8. You should do 1 less than that. 23 minus 7. Eighth term from the end is not 23 minus 8. Should subtract 1 less than that. 23 minus 7. So the 16th term. The 16th term from the beginning is the 8th term from the end. You can count backwards. See, 28th term from behind. No, so 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. See here, the 16th term. 23 terms. No, so count from behind the 8th term. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. So the 8th term from behind is the 16th term from the beginning. So you have to find A16. A16. Or you can also write the AP in the reverse order and find the 8th term from the beginning. We have learned this in 2 ways. Okay, we've already come across a question like this earlier, and we've understood the solution in 2 different methods. I don't know if I have both the workings here, but when we saw this question for the first time, we did do it in 2 different ways. Yeah, luckily I have it. Oh yeah, I didn't get the answer from you. So what's the answer, children? What's the value of the 8th term from the end?
59, 1 by 2, ma'am.
59, 1 by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, very nice. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Very good. Okay. So this is, okay, we'll just see this alternate solution. Okay. So the given AP is, sorry. We'll see both the solutions. We'll just do this first. So this is the given AP. This is the given AP. So we need to find N first. We need to find N. So AN is equal to 84. A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 84. A is 7. And D is 10.5 minus 7. 3.5 or 7 by 2. Second term minus the first term is the common difference. So first 7 must be transposed. 84 minus 7. And then the 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 will become into 2 by 7 on the other side. Into 7 by 2 becomes into 2 by 7 on the other side. So you get n 23. The value of n is 23. So the AP has 23 terms. So the 8th term from the end will be the 16th term from the beginning. The 16th term from the beginning. The AP has 23 terms. So the 8th term from the end will be 23 minus 7. Subtract 1 less. 1 less. So 23 minus 7. It will be the 16th term from the beginning. So find A16. You want to find the 8th term from the end? No. You can also find the 16th term from the beginning. Both are the same. The 8th term from the end is the 16th term from the beginning. So you find A16, which is A plus 15D, A7 and D 7 by 2. Substitute and it's 59 1 by 2. So this is one method. Otherwise, you can just write the AP in the reverse order. You can just write the AP in the reverse order. So 84, 80 and a half, 70, 70, sorry, 84, 80 and a half, 77, 73 and a half. So it goes on like that, 14, 10 and a half and 7. So you write the AP in the reverse order. So now the 8th term from the end, when you write the AP in the reverse order, the 8th term from the end is the 8th term from the beginning because you've written it ulta. So now you have to find the 8th term from the beginning. So find A8. If you write the AP in the reverse order, then you have to find the 8th term from the beginning. So A8 is what you'll have to find, which is A plus 70. But what is A? A is not 7. A is not 7. This is the AP now. This is the AP. So what is A? 84. 84. And what's the common difference? 80 and a half minus 84. 80 and a half minus 84. So the common difference will be negative. It's minus 7 by 2. Minus 7 by 2. So A8 is A plus 70. A is 84. And the common difference is minus 7 by 2. Yeah, when you work, you get 59, 1 by 2. Yeah, which term of the AP is square root of 2450? What's the answer?
18.
18.
18. Very
18th
nice.
term.
Okay. Very good. 18th term. So the terms are root 2, 3 root 2, 5 root 2. We have done a similar question, right, children? It's not the same, correct?
Similar.
Similar, yeah.
Similar.
Okay. Yeah. So n is 18. Is 302 a term of this AP? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I'm getting both the answers. Yes, no.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Okay. Those who say no, what's the value of n you got?
99.3 and it goes like that.
99
Point.
point? Okay, so 99 1 by 3, is it?
Yes, ma'am. 99.33 goes like that.
Okay, okay, okay. And for yes, what's the value of n? Somebody said yes. What's your value for n?
102, ma'am.
102. Okay, 102. Let's see. Okay, now the answer is like in between. 99 is not correct, but it's close to 102. However, it's not a term of the AP. Okay. Please see, maybe please check if I'm wrong somewhere, because we are not getting the same answer. I have a different value for n. You have a different value for n.
No,
So
ma'am,
see if my
instead of dividing, I subtracted 3 from 301.
oh, okay. So I'm right then. Okay. Okay. So you've got 102 exactly, no? So please check. We have gone wrong with the calculation. Be careful. So n is 304 by 3. N is 304 by 3. So that is not an acceptable value for n. N has to be a natural number. Okay, it cannot be a fraction or a decimal. So 302 is not a term of this AP. Yeah, which is the first negative term? We have done a similar question. Which is the first negative term? So the condition to find the negative term or the first negative term is an should be less than 0. The value of that term should be less than 0. Less than 0 meaning negative. So a plus n minus 1 into d should be less than 0. What is a? 20 plus n minus 1 into d. What's the value of d, children? What's the value of d?
Minus 3
Minus
by
1.
4.
Minus?
3 by 4.
Yeah, I heard something else. Minus 1, na? Minus 3 by 4 is less than 0. So n minus 1 into minus 3 by 4. See, if this is confusing, you can put a multiplication sign. If you think it is subtraction, into minus 3 by 4 is less than 0 minus 20. So that will be minus 20. Yeah. Minus 20, right? An is less than 0 because an is a term of the AP. The value of that term should be negative, which means less than 0. So an less than 0 is the condition to find the first negative term. An means a plus n minus 1 into d, less than 0. Substitute the values for a and d. 20 and minus 3 by 4. N is n. We are working to find the value of n. So first transpose 20. So 20 goes to the other side as minus 20. So we have minus 3 into n minus 1 by 4. Can I write it like this, children? I've transposed 20. So plus 20 on the other side will be minus 20. So now this is minus 3 into n minus 1 by 4. Correct? Is less than minus 20. Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we have to cancel the minus on both the sides. But we know that when you cancel the minus on both the sides, the inequality is reversed. When you cancel the minus on both the sides, the inequality is reversed. You cannot just cancel it like this. When you do so, the inequality is reversed. Because we know that minus 10 is less than minus 3. Minus 10 is less than minus 3. When you cancel the minus on both the sides, 10 and 3, minus 10, you write it as 10, minus 3 as 3. You cannot use the same inequality. 10 less than 3 is incorrect. This is correct. Minus 10 less than minus 3 is correct. But when you write the numbers without the minus sign, minus 10 as 10 and minus 3 as 3, the same inequality will not hold good. 10 less than 3 is not true. What is it then? 10 greater than 3. So when you take away the minus signs from both the sides, you must reverse the inequality. So when you cancel the minus signs, it becomes 3 into n minus 1 by 4 is greater than 20. Minus minus on either sides gets cancelled. The less than inequality becomes greater than. Now n minus 1 is greater than. Now this is 3 by 4. No, it goes to the other side as 4 by 3. So 20 into 4 by 3. It's 3 by 4. When you take it to the other side, it's 4 by 3. So n minus 1 is greater than 80 by 3. N is greater than 80 by 3 plus 1. Minus 1 on the other side plus 1. See, transposing is the same. When it's in multiplication, it goes for division to the other side. Plus addition, then it goes for subtraction. All that is the same. When you cancel the minus signs on both the sides, then the inequality is reversed. Less than becomes greater than becomes less than. So on taking the LCM, we get 80 plus 3, 83 by 3. 83 by 3, which is 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21, 2 by 3, 27, 2 by 3. Okay, so I should write down the next step. N greater than, you should not use the equal to sign anywhere here. So n is greater than 27, 2 by 3. So n greater than 27, meaning n is equal to 28. So the 28th term is the first negative term. And from there on, all the terms are negative. The 29th term, the 30th term, the 31st term, 32nd term, all the terms will be negative. The first negative term is the 28th term. N is greater than 27, 2 by 3. N greater than 27, 2 by 3. So n is equal to 28. N is equal to 28. So the 28th term is the first negative term, and from there on, all the terms will be negative. So working varies. Here, I'll just explain what you see here. After substituting, I've opened the brackets here. So 20 minus 3 by 4 into n is minus 3 by 4n. Minus 3 by 4 into minus 1 is plus 3 by 4. Less than 0. Then I have, taken the LCM for these two numbers, 20 and 3 by 4. 20 and 3 by 4 is 83 by 4. Minus 3 by 4n less than 0. I've added up these two. I got 83 by 4 minus 3n by 4 is equal. 83 by 4 minus 3n by 4 is less than 0. Then I transpose. So I take this number to the other side. So it becomes minus 83 by 4. Minus on both the sides gets cancelled. So the inequality is reversed. Then the 4 and 4. 4 and 4 cancels. 4 and 4 cancels. And then this 3 comes for division. You can cancel. When the values are positive, you can cancel, like 40 is greater than 16. And when you divide, see, both the sides are positive. Both the sides are positive. 40 is greater than 16. So when you divide by 4 on both the sides, 40 by 4 is 10, is greater than 16 by 4, 4. It's still true. So you can cancel the 4 on both the sides. So 4 gets cancelled on both the sides. And then this 3 comes for division. So n is greater than 83 by 3, n greater than 27, 2 by 3. So the 28th term is the first negative term. I've opened the brackets. Then I simplified these two. Now this is the end term, this is the number. So I've taken the number to the other side. I've taken the number to the other side. See, we'll come from here. I've substituted the values. Then I multiplied minus 3 by 4 with n and minus 1. So I get these two terms. Then I add these two numbers, 20 plus 3 by 4 by taking the LCM. I get 83 by 4 minus 3n by 4 less than 0. Then this is the n term, this is the number. So take this number to the other side. So minus 3n by 4 is less than minus 83 by 4. Now the minus on either side gets cancelled. So when you cancel the minus sign on both sides, the inequality is reversed. Less than becomes greater than. Now after this, you can understand in two different ways. So n is greater than 83 by 4. That 3 by 4 comes to the other side as 4 by 3. The 3 by 4 comes to the other side as 4 by 3. 4 by 3. So 4 and 4 gets cancelled. 83 by 3. 27 2 by 3. So the 28th term is the first negative term. Yeah, what is A32 here?
69.
69. 69.
Very good. 69, correct. So when it's given that L is 125 and N is 60, that means this L is A60. See, it's given N is 60. Number of terms 60. And the last term is 125. So the last term is A60 because the number of terms is 60. Number of terms 60 and the last term is 125. That means the 60th term is the last term, which is 125. Okay, so this is given. A60 is 125. A60 is the last term, which is 125. N is 60. So when this is an equation we have, A60 is equal to 125. So A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 125. I think I said 165. A60 is equal to 125. So A plus N minus 1 into D is 125. The value of A is given to be 7. D is not known, but N is 60. Of the three variables A, N, and D, we know A is 7. D, we do not know, we have to find. N is 60. N is 60. So on substituting these values, you find that D is 2. D 2. Now A32 is A plus 31D. A32 is A plus 31D. So substitute A7, D2. So A32 is 69. Yeah, what's the value of X?
Hundred and 190.
190. Yeah?
Yes.
19.
Yes, ma'am.
119.
Yes, ma'am.
Bhavishya, 119. Yeah, others?
I got 135 by 2.
135 by 2. Okay. Hmm.
I haven't had that one, ma'am. I got 120.
Okay, you've got 120, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Swati, you said?
135 by 2, ma'am. That is 67 1 by 2.
67 1 by 2. So what's the common difference here? 5.5, right? So see, if you've got 120, what will be the previous term? We'll just take 6 as the common difference, okay? So it will be like 114. And the previous term? We'll take 6 as the common difference. 108, right? And the previous term, 102. Here itself, you're getting kind of 400 total, right? So yes, that's not possible. 120 looks difficult. Because if the common difference here is 5.5, even if you take the 6, see here itself you get total 400, but there are so many terms, no? So 120 doesn't look correct. Neither of you are right. Or I should say I have a different answer. Now we have to see who's right. Yeah, please check your answer with mine, children, and let me know. Bhavishya and Swati, since you shared your answer, please check. I'll just come back in a minute. Please check. Yeah, children, I'm back. So what's the mystery? Who's wrong and where?
Ma'am, I got the value of n correct, but got collapsed in finding the value of x.
Okay.
And now I got
Okay. So A is 11 by 2 and D is 11 minus 11 by 2. The second term minus the first term. A is the first term, 5.5, which is 11 by 2. And the common difference is the second term 11 minus the first term 5.5, which is 5.5 or 11 by 2. And the sum of all these terms is 660. So Sn, how many terms we do not know. So Sn is 660. Now in this formula, you have three unknowns, A, N, and D. You know the value of A, you know the value of D. So substitute those values. N by 2 of 2A, 2 into A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 660. So 2 gets cancelled here. This N by 2, you can see here N by 2. And then let me just check how I've calculated. I don't have I cancelled or no. Once again. N by 2, 2A is 11 by 2. Plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 660. Oh, I've taken out 11 by 2 common. My God, okay. No, I was just looking like how I've calculated here. I've taken out 11 by 2 common. You don't have to take out common. Okay. So I'll just explain what I've done here. So N by 2, I've taken out 11 by 2 common, children. Can you see 11 by 2 here and 11 by 2 here? I've taken out 11 by 2 common. So then you'll get 2 plus N minus 1 in the bracket. You can simplify it the way you're comfortable. Okay, so N by 2, you can see the N by 2 here. And between these two terms, 11 by 2 is common. 11 by 2 is common. So I've taken out 11 by 2. And then 2 plus N minus 1 in the bracket is equal to 660. So N, I've taken this 11 and 2 into 2 is 4, right? So 11 by 4. So on the other side, it becomes 4 by 11. 11 and 2 here. So 11 by 4 it is. On the other side, it becomes 4 by 11 when you transpose. So you have this N here. You have this N here. And then 2 minus 1 is 1 and N. So 1 plus N. This is 1 plus N. And here this N. 11 by 4 transposed 4 by 11. So this one is 60 and 240 here. So N plus N square is equal to 240. So this is the quadratic equation, split the middle term. And these are the two values for N, but minus 16 is not possible. So N is 16, which means the sum of the first 15 terms is 660. N is 15, means the sum of the first 15 terms is 660. And this X is the 15th term. N is equal to 15 means the sum of the first 15 terms. There are 15 terms here. Okay, so there are 15 terms here. The sum of these 15 terms is 660. And X is the 15th term. X is the 15th term. So if X is the 15th term, that means X is A15, which means A plus 14D. A is 11 by 2 plus 14 into D is 11 by 2. Work this and 82.5 is the value of the 15th term. So from here, we can also try to work this in a different way. You can cancel the 2. n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 660. So you can cancel the 2 and 2. Then n by 2, this is 11 here, 11 here, plus is n minus 1 into 11 by 2. So you can also write it like n minus 1, 11 by 2, like this also. You can also write it like this, right? 11 n minus 1 by 2 is equal to 660. You can take the common denominator. 2 is the common denominator. So you get 22 plus 11n minus 11 is equal to 660. I'm taking the common denominator. 2 is the common denominator. 11 2s are 22 plus 11n minus 11 is equal to 660. So n by 2 in the numerator, 22 minus 11 is 11 plus 11n by 2 is equal to 660. So now we have these two 2's, no, the denominator. So it's like 2 into 2, 4. So when you cross multiply, it becomes n into 11 plus 11n. The 2's in the denominator, when you cross multiply, it becomes 660 into 4. 660 into 4. So now when you open the bracket, 11n plus 11n square is equal to 660 into 4. You can multiply, but we can divide by 11 throughout now. You can divide by 11 throughout. So it will be n plus n square is equal to 11 ones are 11 6 are 66, 60, so 240. So n square plus n minus 240 is equal to 0. See, so calculation, you can do it like this also. There I have taken 11 by 2 common. Okay. Once you find the value, once you find the values for n, n minus 16 is not possible. Therefore, n is 15. That means there are 15 terms here. The sum of these 15 terms is 660. Then where is x? It's in the 15th position. That means A15, the 15th term. A15 is x. X is nothing but A15, the 15th term. How do you find the 15th term? A plus 14D. A is 5.5. D is also 5.5 or 11 by 2. A is 11 by 2. D is 11 by 2. Substitute and find the value of x, which is A15. Yeah. Find n if x is the nth term of the AP. So x is given there, no? The AP is 1, 21 by 11, 31 by 11, goes on like that. So you can take 1 as 11 by 11. You can take 1 as 11 by 11. So 11 by 11, you can take it as 1 itself. It's also 11 by 11. So 11 by 11, 21 by 11, 31 by 11, 41 by 11, like that. So these are the terms of the AP. Now x is given as 171 by 11. Find n if x is the nth term of the AP. So nth term means an. Nth term is an. And that nth term is x, which is 171 by 11. So you know A, you know D. Substitute and find the value of n. What's the value of n?
17 now.
17.
Very good. 17. So A is 1. D is 21 by 11 minus 1. LCM 10 by 11. It's given that the nth term is x. The nth term, an is x. An means a plus n minus 1 into d is x, which is 171 by 11. A is 1 and d is 10 by 11. Transpose 1, so it becomes minus 1. Take the LCM and you get this. And then 10 by 11 becomes 11 by 10 on the other side. So n minus 1 is 16. N is equal to 16 plus 1, 17. Okay. Missing terms.
3,
That means
11,
missing terms.
3,
Yeah.
11, 19, 27, 35, 43, and 51.
Three and 8, 11, 11 and 8, 19, 19 and 8, 27, 35. Okay. Correct. So this is A1, the first term. This is A2, the second term. This is A3, the third term. A4, A5, A6, A7. So we know that A3 is 19 and A7 is 51. A3 is 19, A7 is 51. So A3 meaning A plus 2D is 19 and A7 meaning A plus 6D is 51. The third term is given by A plus 2D. The seventh term is given by A plus 6D. Write the equations one below the other. Change the signs throughout. Plus becomes minus, plus minus, plus minus. A and minus A gets cancelled. 2D minus 6D is minus 4D. 19 minus 51 is minus 32. Minus cancels on both sides. The value of D is 8. Now substitute the value of D in one of the two equations and find the value of A. And once you find A, how do you find the terms? The first term is A. This one is A plus D. This one is A plus 2D. This is A plus 3D. This is A plus 4D. This is A plus 5D. And this one is A plus 6D. The first term is A. The second term is A plus D. Third is given. Fourth one is A plus 3D. See, this is 2D. This is 3D, 4D, 5D. So use that and find the missing terms. A plus D, 3 plus 8. A plus 2D, this is A plus 3D. So yeah, that's all it is. So substitute the values and the expressions and find the missing terms. Yeah. The sum of the first q terms of an AP is 63q minus 3q squared. Like the sum of the first n terms, instead of n, they're using q, that they've used q, that's all. Just use a different variable. Like saying the sum of the first n terms, sum of the first q terms of an AP is 63q minus 3q squared. If its pth term is minus 60, find the value of p. Also find the 11th term of this AP. So the sum of the first q terms, sum of the first q terms. So SQ is 63q minus 3q squared. The sum of the first q terms, meaning SQ. So what is S1? 63 into 1 minus 3 into 1 square. So 63 minus 3, 60. And what is S1? It's the first term itself. Again, we have seen a similar situation earlier. All the questions so far, Similar ones we have seen in the earlier sessions, children. Similar with nothing new. So far, nothing new. Because we are having continuous sessions, I wanted you to practice then and there. That's why yesterday also I sent a bunch of questions for you to practice, and then we saw the answers. Yeah, and I did the same today. So A is 60. Now find S2. 63 into 2 minus 3 into 2 square. So this is 126 minus 2 squared is 4. 3s are 12. So 114. What is S2? S2 is the sum of the first two terms. So A1 plus A2 is 114. S2 means the sum of the first two terms. That is A1 plus A2 is 114. But A1 is 16 plus A2 is equal to 114. So A2 is equal to 114 minus 60. A2 is equal to how much? 54, right? Yeah. But then what's the common difference? The second term minus the first term. Second term minus the first term. The second term is 54. The first term is 60. So minus 6 is the common difference. The common difference is minus 6. So we've got the first term, we've got the common difference. Using SQ, using the expression for SQ, the sum of the first q terms, we found S1 and S2. S1 is nothing but A1 or A. S1 means what? The sum of the first one term, which is the first term itself, 60. S2, A1 plus A2 is 114. So from that we found A2. P is A2 minus A1. Okay, now the question is, if its pth term is minus 60, find the value of P. The pth term, that means AP. Pth term, so pth term, so AP. Pth term, so AP is equal to minus 60. So A plus P minus 1 into D is equal to minus 16. A plus P minus 1 into D. Nth term is A plus N minus 1 into D. Pth term is A plus P minus 1 into D is minus 60. So you know the value of A. You found the value of A. You also found the value of D. Substitute and find the value of P. That's the question. Find the value of P. So from this equation, you can find the value of P. Also find the 11th term of this AP. So A11, which is A plus 10D. You know the values of A and D. Find S1, find S2. Then you get the common difference. AP is given. A plus P minus 1 to D. Find the value of P. And then find A11, which is A plus 10D. Yeah. I think nobody's gone beyond the 11th one, right? We have to continue working. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please try this one. Yeah, ready with the answer? Very similar to the earlier question.
N is 14 and A21 is 163.
70?
163, ma'am.
163.
163, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Very good. So sum of the first m term, so Sm. Sm is 4m square minus m. So find S1, which will be A1, and then find S2, which is A1 plus A2. So on substituting A1 here, you can find A2, 11. So you have found A1 and A2. So common difference is A2 minus A1, 8. So now you have the basic values, the values of A and D. Now this information, nth term is 107. An is 107. A plus n minus 1 into D is 107. So we found the values for A and D. Substitute and solve this to find the value of n. So find the value of n. And then find the 21st term. A21, A plus 20D. Yeah, do this one. Yeah, please work the answer to this question.
Done, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Okay, so the question is find the first and the 15th term of the AP. So what's the value of A?
A6.
A6.
And B is
Oh.
3.
Okay.
And the 15th term is 48 now.
48. You said D3 or 7?
And 3.
Oh, okay. Very good. So the sum of the first 9 terms, S9 is 162. So 9 by 2 of 2A plus 9 minus 1 into D is 162. 9 by 2 into 2A plus 9 minus 1 is 8. 8D is equal to 162. I've taken out 2 common. See, you can also take this 9 by 2 to the other side. It will become into 2 by 9. That also you can do. You can even transpose 9 by 2. I have taken out 2 common. 2A and 8D have 2 in common, right? So I've taken out 2 common. So 2 gets cancelled. Then the 9 for division to the other side. 9 ones are 9, 18 times. So A plus 4D is equal to 18 is one equation. We get using this information. Then the other information is the ratio of its 6th term to its 13th term is 1 by 2. A6 by A13 is 1 by 2. The ratio of its 6th term, A6, to its 13th term, A13, is 1 by 2. So A6 is A plus 5D. A13 is A plus 12D is equal to 1 by 2. So on cross multiplying and bringing all the terms to one side, you get another equation. A minus 2D is equal to 0. Write the equations one below the other. Change the signs in the second equation. Find the value of D. Substitute and find the value for A. So we've got the first term and then the 15th term, A15, which is A plus 14D. Yeah, this is the next one.
Completed.
Yeah.
8/3, ma'am.
Common difference is 8/3.
Yes, ma'am.
Pray knows it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 8/3.
Got the same. Got the same answer.
Okay. Bhavishya also. 8/3. So the first term is 5. The last term is 45. And the sum of all the terms, is 400. So sum of all the terms is 400. Sum of all the terms meaning the number of terms, n/2 of the first term plus the last term, 5 plus 45 is equal to 400. Use this formula so you can find n. First term is 5, a is 5, and the last term is 45. Last term is nothing but an. Last term is also an. Let me write an. First term is 5. The last term, which is also an, is 45. The sum of all its terms is 400. That means sum to n terms is 400. And sum to n terms is n/2 of the first term plus the last term or the nth term. n/2 of the first term plus the last term is 400. So n/2 of 5 plus 45 is equal to 400. n/2 into 50 is equal to 400. So n is equal to 400/25. N is equal to 16. Now n is 16. Now we have an, no? N is 16. That means an is what? A16 is 45. N is 16. Now we have this information. An is 45. So when n is 16, what is 45? The 16th term. A16 is 45. So A16 means A plus 15D is equal to 45. So A is 5 plus 15 into D. D is what we have to find is equal to 45. 15D is equal to 45 minus 5, 40. So D is equal to 40/15. D is equal to 8/3. Very good. I'll share all these images tomorrow, just in case you were not able to do it. But you have to make time, not find time. You have to make time to go through and complete. If you were not able to work it correctly today, you must use the images tomorrow. Now we've also discussed the answers. So make use of the images and practice, work it out. Only then you can remember. Yeah. Let's just take a different one. Oh, let's do this. I think the other day I just sent this image and this one I just asked you to write down. Let me explain these two now. You've already worked this in your book. I had sent these two images on WhatsApp and asked you to just write out in your notebooks. Okay. So you can just listen. We can just understand how this goes. You already have this in your book. I'll let you know. Two APs have the same common difference. Okay. Two APs have the same common difference. They can't have the same first terms because if they have the same first terms and the same common difference, it's the same AP. Two APs have the same common difference. if they have the same common difference, they cannot also have the same first terms, because if two APs have the same first terms and the same common difference, then there is no difference between the APs. Both are the same. So they have the same common difference, okay. Their first terms are different. That's understood because they're two different APs. So their first terms are different, but their common difference is the same. So AP1 I've taken the first term as A and AP2 I've taken the first term as B, but their common difference is the same. So the second term for the first AP, the second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, and the last term or the nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. See, I've used a capital letter A, but small letter D. Common difference for both the APs is small letter D. The first term of the first AP, A. The first term of the second AP, B. First terms are different, but the common difference is the same, D. So for the second AP, let the first term be B. So the second term will be B plus D, then B plus 2D, so on up to B plus n minus 1 into D. Now what is given? It's given that the difference between their 100th terms is 100. The difference between their 100th terms is 100. So how do you express this information? How do you write the 100th term of the first AP? A100. And how do you write the 100th term of the second AP? B100. The difference between their 100th, sorry. Yeah, the difference between their 100th terms is 100. So A100 minus B100 is 100. Now how do you express this? A plus 99D. And this one, B plus 99D is equal to 100. So when you work this, plus 99D minus 99D gets cancelled. So A minus B is equal to 100. See, this is an information given to us. The difference between their 100th terms is 100. Using this information, we've got an equation like this. A minus B is equal to 100. That is, the difference between their first terms is 100. That's the meaning. What is A? The first term of the first AP. What is B? The first term of the second AP. A minus B. The difference between the first terms of the two APs is 100. Is what we have got. Okay. Now the question is, what is the difference between their 1000th terms and also their nth terms? So see, the question is this. Two APs, they have the same common difference, but different first terms. The difference between their 100th terms is given. You are asked to find the difference between their 1000th terms and their nth terms. And you will see that it's the same. Whatever is the difference between their 100th terms is also the difference between their 1000th terms, is also the difference between their nth terms. The difference between their 100th terms is given as 100. The difference between their 1000th terms you have to find, which also will be 100. And the difference between their nth terms, when you try to find, you'll see that that's also 100. So we'll see how it is. So I'll quickly do it again. Same common difference, small letter D, different first terms, A and B. So these are the terms of the first AP. These are the terms of the second AP. Now this is given. Difference between their 100th terms is given as 100. So how do you express that? A100 minus B100 is equal to 100. A100 is A plus 99D. This one is B plus 99D is equal to 100. So when you work this, you get A minus B is equal to 100. Well, this is not a question at all. So what's the question? What is that you have to find? What you'll have to find the difference between their thousandth terms. So difference between their thousandth terms is equal to, how do you express that? A1000 minus B1000. What is 8,000? A plus 999D. B, this is what you have to find. You have to find this. What is 8,000 minus B1000? You have to find that. Okay, what is 8,000 minus B1000? Difference between their thousandth terms. We have to find this. So 8,000 is A plus 999D. B1000 is B plus 999D. So when you open the brackets, cancels, you have A minus B. So what is the difference between their thousandth terms? A minus B. And what is A minus B? 100. What is A minus B? 100. So the difference between their thousandth terms is 100. You should also find the difference between their nth terms. Difference between their nth terms. An minus Bn. What is An? A plus n minus 1 into D. Bn? B plus n minus 1 into D. So when you open the bracket, A plus n minus 1 into D minus B minus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D minus B plus into minus minus n minus 1 into D. So now plus n minus 1 into D minus n minus 1 into D cancels. A minus B. A minus B. What is A minus B? 100. So the difference between their nth terms is also 100. So when two APs have the same common difference, but different first terms, the difference between their 100th term, their 1000th term, their nth term in general will be the same. This information is given. Working this, we get this one. A minus B is equal to 100. Okay. Here we are finding the difference between their 1000th terms by writing this expression and substituting. 8,000 is A plus 999D. B1000 is B plus 999D. So when you work this, you get A minus B is the difference. The difference is A minus B. But we know A minus B value is 100. So that means the difference between their 1000th terms is also 100. Then we are working to find the difference between their nth terms. A plus n minus 1 into D minus B plus n minus 1 into D. So when you open the brackets, these two expressions get cancelled. A minus B. This is the difference. The difference between their nth terms is A minus B. But the value of A minus B is 100. So the difference between their nth terms is 100. Got it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. I will explain this and we'll wind up the session for today. This one also, you've already written in your book. Find the value of n. If the nth term of the AP 975 goes on like that, is the same as the nth term of the AP 15, 12, 9, and so on. So it's given that the nth term of the two APs are the same. The nth term of the two APs are the same is given to you. So you'll have to find which term, which is the nth term which is the same. Which is that term which is the same? See, when you write, this is a very simple question. See, even without calculating, you can find 9, 7, 5. So then it will be 3, then 1. So what's the next one? Minus 3, minus 5, and so on. Then 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, 0, minus 3. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th term. The 7th term of the two APs is -3. It's the same. The 7th term of the two APs is the same. -3. Okay. So the nth term of the first AP will be A plus n minus 1 into D. A, that is 9, plus n minus 1. N we don't know. Into D, -2. So -2 into n, -2n. -2 into -1, +2. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 minus 2n. Nth term of the second AP, A plus n minus 1 into D. 15. A is 15. 15 plus n minus 1. N we do not know. N minus 1 into D. D is 12 minus 15. -3. So -3 into n, -3n, -3 into -1, +3. 15 plus 3, 18, 18 minus 3n. So this expression represents the nth term of the first AP. This expression represents the nth term of the second AP. Now these two are the same as given. Find the value of n. If the nth term of the first AP is the same as the nth term of the second AP, is given to you in the question. The nth term of the two APs are the same. So we found the nth term of the first AP, nth term of the second AP. They're equal. So 11 minus 2n is equal to 18 minus 3n. So when you work this, n is 7. So the 7th term of the two APs is the same. All right. A class use emoji, raise your hand. Swati, Bhavishya, Anirudhan, Akshada, Prenu, Niveda, Adagamai, Srivatsan, Hari Pranav, Javarshni, Anugraha, Blessy, Krishna Priyan. Yeah, you're there. All right. Thank you, children. Yeah, Krishna Priyan. Very good. Thank you, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, children. Good night.